Okay, number 6 on my list was The Internship. If you don't know what that movie was, that was oh god, I'm forgetting his name. Sorry, I'm terrible with names. I'm gonna have to look on the internet. But The Internship, you know that one where oh yes, yep. Now I remember as soon as I see it. Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson go work for Google.
Oh my god. The guys from the Wedding Crashers, right? That movie.
Yes,
Oh
it.
my god. You know what? I got through half of that shit before I just walked out of the
You
theater.
actually walked out of that one, did you?
I walked out in the middle of it. I'm like, oh my god, I can't take this anymore. It's not funny. It's corny. It's bullshit. I'm walking out.
I because I always have that rule. I always have the one rule a year is like I will only walk out of one movie every year. The one that I walked out is on this list, but it wasn't The Internship,
This one?
and no, I mean the Internship. Basically it's a 2 hour movie that's an
Okay.
advert for Google.
Yeah.
It you basically
What?
what it was.
Give me a second.
What you hello?
Yep. I was sending.
Just wanted to say hi. I know you're on the
I got
thing,
you.
so.
Yeah, no problem. Hello?
Hello. Sorry, I was just letting you do what you were doing.
That's all good. Just saying hi to someone. All right. So you were saying?
I was saying it was basically this movie was basically and what's that clicking noise? Sorry,
I was
just
saying down.
all right. I'm saying this movie was basically an hour and a half. Sorry, a 2 hour advert for Google. It's saying, look how great Google is. Isn't Google great? Isn't Google great? And like they called them the interns Noogles. Oh god, that
You know
was
what? No, no. I can tell you exactly what happened to me when I went to watch it. When I first saw the commercial, I'm like, okay, this is really stupid, the topic, but these guys are funny. I love them in the Wedding Crashers. I might as well go. I love the way they work here. I'm gonna go see the movie. In the middle of the movie, like as soon as they started working for Google and shit, I just threw my hands. I'm like, I'm done, and I just walked out.
yeah. I mean, oh god,
They probably
this
thought it was gonna be a success because those two guys are hilarious when
thing
they
is though,
work.
this is a movie that's like this is a movie that's already 10 years too old because like movie should have come out 10 years ago because these characters don't know how what a computer is and what the internet does. These people have no like really in this time of age you expect that honestly to slide. Like these people honestly don't know a thing about computers and the internet. Like
I should. If you guys wanted to advertise, you would have done it the first couple of years Google was around. Honestly.
yeah, or it would have been they were working for AOL. Um,
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, and
I mean, you know
also
what? I've never walked out. I've almost never walked out in the middle of a movie. I just had to walk out of this one. I'm like, oh, fuck this.
I
And
mean,
I never walk out of movies. I'm like, I'm not gonna waste money just to not watch it.
was it? Did you have you ever been to a movie where you honestly wanted your money back? Because I have as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean,
Plus, yeah, I don't know if you know, but like, you know how the new Paranormal Activity came out? You know the one before it.
oh, Paranormal
I
Activity
was just
4.
sitting there thinking, okay, I want my money back.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
Paranormal
if
Activity.
anyone's seen the new Paranormal Activity one that came out like 2 days ago,
The
it's
marked ones. The basically Paranormal Activity is trying to be Chronicles now.
yeah. The recent one is called the Mark ones. I just saw it last night. It sucks.
I think I'm right in saying Paranormal Activity has officially jumped the shark.
Kinda. Like the only good scary movie I've seen recently is probably Insidious Part Two. That Insidious was pretty good. The Paranormal is just becoming crap now. The first one was good. The second one was okay. The rest is just crap.
The third one I actually honestly liked because it was just so because they knew exactly what they were doing and they just thought let's just go nuts with it. The fourth one was god awful. I haven't seen the fifth one yet, and
Well,
don't
I was
plan.
just
I
I
don't.
just saw the fifth one, and I recommend don't waste your money. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I went to the theater last night with some friends. I saw it. It's like, oh no, this is just horrible. I
How
was,
many jump scares were there?
hmm?
How many jump scares were there?
At least three or four. I lost count.
Yeah, and
Oh, there's this one. There's this one part where the guy. I'm not gonna. Do you want me to give you?
I'm probably not going to see it because I don't like found footage movies. Really,
Does anyone mind spoilers or nah?
I'll put up a spoiler thing here.
Do you want to know or no?
I don't mind honestly. I'll put up a spoiler warning thing
Oh,
on
okay.
the video. So go ahead.
Well, if you guys Well, if anyone wants to know, because I mean, if you guys want to watch it, your choice. I just think it wasn't very good. Like the beginning was kind of funny, like the actors were kind of being funny. It was kind of funny the first part, but so basically, it's supposedly that the demon controls like or the activities or whatever is like this. They mark and some unborn baby boy, and then when they're grown up, they like possess him to kill people. So the kid threw his grandma down the stairs
Of course.
when he's possessed, yeah. And then when two of his friends were going to the hospital to tell his dad about everything that's been going on, because they kind of talked to someone that knew about the curse and stuff. Apparently, so out of nowhere, he's apparently Superman. He like bashed through the window trying to choke one kid, and then before they even knew about the curse, like when the kid was still normal, he apparently had superpowers now. So when two gangsters were trying to steal his backpack, one flew across the park and he threw the other one at a vending machine, and then he tried to fall off a chair because to prove his awesome power, and he didn't fall. It was like some gravity was levitating him. I'm like, come on, seriously.
Just watch Chronicles, basically. If you want to watch a found footage superhero movie,
Yeah.
watch
Oh,
Chronicles.
and one part they threw a girl through the window, so she was obviously dead. Oh, and you want to know what the stupidest shit I've seen in that movie was? They were stuck in this. So they took the kid. I think his name was Jesse. Yeah, something like that. They took him to a house to do some kind of final satanic or whatever ritual, right? So all these possessed ladies are around there. This gangster who came to help them because this guy's little brother was already died too because he was possessed once too. So he was gonna help them get the friend back. He shot like three of these ladies point blank, and then they all jumped them. And then the kid with the camera, the possessed kid's best friend.
Yeah.
His name's Hector. So he runs through the house all scared. So the house is surrounded by these demon ladies. His friends are dead. He doesn't know where Jesse is. So guess where he hides when one of the ladies finally gets into the house?
The closet?
Yeah, the fucking closet.
Yeah, I knew it. That's bad movie. I'm sorry.
He hides. There's stairs. There's a way. There's a back door. He can't go out the front because all the ladies are out there. But he hides in the fucking closet, like right by the stairs. Why don't you just go upstairs? He hides in the closet.
And also, there's that other great thing of where there's was it a glaring moment? Was also where you're going, call the police.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah.
Like, no, they won't believe us. So he's like holding onto the handle and the lady's trying to shake it, and like 5 minutes go by, and then he opens the door. Why would you open the door? And like the camera light, he kept the light. I'm like, turn the goddamn light off. What if they see you? You know?
But no,
So
people have got to see the movie.
his friend Jesse, who's now possessed, is chasing him around the house. So he runs upstairs and closes the door. And Jesse's like, "Come on, man, open," because trying to like coax him to open the door. Come on, man, open the door. I'm scared. So he doesn't open the door. So apparently he goes Superman again. He punches his freaking hand through the door trying to open it. And then Hector goes to another closet, of course. And you guess where he ends up?
Outside.
No, apparently I don't even know what the hell. There's like a reference. He ends up in the house of the events of the first movie. You know how the girlfriend
with Mika and everything.
Yeah, where like she goes Mika. So Hector's down there. He sees a possessed girl. I don't remember her name from the first movie. He's like in the kitchen with her in the dark. So he's like, "Excuse me, can you help me get out, please?" And then Mika comes down when she yells Mika. He's gonna attack Hector. I mean, he doesn't know. He thought that the guy with the camera was attacking her. Then she grabs a knife and starts stabbing Mika. You know, like the first movie. Mm-hmm. Then this kid, like Hector, the one with the camera. We don't know where the possessed kid is anymore. He runs through the house trying to get out, and then he gets knocked down somewhere. And then we see this lady turn off the camera, and that's it. That's the end of the movie.
That's the end of the movie.
It's so shitty.
Did it do a thing? I mean, did you see like The Devil Inside? You know, everyone knows about the ending to The Devil Inside. You know, where it just ends and then it goes, "For more information, go to www.thedevilinside.com."
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, that was a bit from the. So I'm guessing that's going to be on your list for 2014's worst movies, and pretty much everyone should know. January, when it comes to horror movies, that's when they put that's the dumping ground, basically. The first week of January is always the dumping ground for horror movies. I mean, you got what else you got? You got Devil's Due. You know the woman who gets, you know, the woman who's the fan footage movie about the woman who's carrying Satan's baby.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but anyway, we're supposed to be talking about the internship.
Nobody, if you guys don't want to waste your money, don't go to the theater just to watch the Mark ones, because I really wanted my money back after that. Just rent it or something.
Yeah, But yeah, the internship. Going back to that, it was just basically it was an advert. It was a 2 hour advert for Google, and it was such a poorly written comedy, and it was should have been
And
made.
honestly, I think the comedy is pretty flat. I didn't really think it was
Yeah,
funny. Honestly, I don't know.
and
That's my opinion.
oh god. But anyway, it was bad.
It was.
I hope you also enjoyed the unexpected paranormal activities review in the middle of this. But yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on to number five, the halfway point. My number five was, I think I'm either going to get into a lot of trouble with this one. My
What
number
is it?
five was Man of Steel.
You're gonna get some objections on my part there.
I hated Man of Steel because they got Super. I think they just got Superman so wrong.
Well, compared to what, the New 52?
Not the New 52. I mean, the character of Superman. That Superman's supposed to be the like. He's not. Basically, they tried to make Superman like Batman, and Batman and Superman and Batman are two different people. That's why they work
Okay,
so
well,
well.
I have to object to that because in the comics they're definitely doing that with making him dark and horrible and crap. But I don't see how in the comics they're definitely doing that right now. But I don't see how they're doing that. I don't understand why you say they did that in the movie. They did it pretty well in the movie, in my opinion.
No, no.
Okay, just hear me out. Okay, he was confused about his place in the world, which we know, and he was confused between his like the father who raised him and the father who sired him. Jor-El. So he discovered the whole ship or whatever that he came in. I don't remember. I don't
Fortress
remember.
of Solitude. Well,
Yeah, the first solitude. Yeah, I don't really keep up with Batman or Superman. Anyway, so he discovered the whole first solitude, and then he started working for justice. He's always been a decent guy. Like we saw him grow up with issues about not being able to show his power, and how his father Jonathan Kent died, so he wouldn't give himself away. And then I don't know. He was heroic. He was strong. He gave himself up to what was it? What was it? Zor? I think it was
Zod.
Zod. Yeah, Zod to save the planet. But I do agree that some parts were not the best.
The
But
countless destruction, the hundreds of thousands of people who have died in that movie. Like they pretty much leveled Metropolis. I mean,
okay, I agree there.
Also, the thing is though, Superman is a character who would let the villain get away if it meant he could save another person's life. You know that whole entire scene where you see the skyscraper falling down, like it collapsing. I was constantly waiting for Superman to go and pick that up, and it never happened because he was too busy dealing with Zod. I was like, Superman is someone who puts the people, who looks after the people. Like he's saying, I honestly, I'm going to get in trouble. But I know I'm going to get in trouble in saying this. There are parts of Superman Return I think did better for Superman than Man of Steel. Like there's a scene of in Superman Returns where he saves the crashing jet. You know, he goes
Yeah.
off and says that. If the Man of Steel, the Superman in the Man of Steel did that, he would have gone, oh well, I can't deal with that, and then just continued to go off and fight Zod.
Well, I don't know. I mean, in Man of Steel, he even when he was younger, he still like he saved the school bus when they were
Oh
gonna
god,
drown in the lake.
don't get me started on that. Because that scene was good. It was this Superman learned the difference of right and wrong from Jonathan Kent. Not that, oh, you should just let them die. You should have just let them die. You should let all the kids drown because God forbid. They got Jonathan Kent so wrong. They were more interested in that he was more Kal-El than he was Clark Kent. And the thing is though, Superman learned right and wrong from his time with his on Earth. He didn't learn it from his dad. He just learned his dad just basically.
Sí, mamá.
Oh god, I
Ah,
hate.
sí, claro, aquí voy.
And the shaky cam, the bloody shaky cam,
Ah, okay. Are you saying?
the bloody shaky cam in this movie. Oh, god, that drove me nuts. The shaky
I
cam.
do have to agree with you. Now that I think about it, they did try to make it more Kal-El than the actual Earth thing, than the actual Clark. But here's the thing, though. I think they're trying too hard with his. I mean, who the hell doesn't know Superman's origin story? And I think they're trying too hard to push his whole Kryptonian
Kryptonian.
identity. I think
Yeah.
like they're trying too hard instead of just showing that he was instead of showing his actual internal warfare. Like internal war about who he really is. I think they focused a little too more on making sure he stood out as a strong alien.
And also, they focus too much on the Jesus metaphor that he's Jesus. Look
Oh
at
yeah,
him.
that's true.
Oh god, I mean, that was one of the most painful scenes in the movie where he goes
Yeah.
into the church dressed as Superman and he goes talk to the bloody vicar. Hello?
Are you saying? Sorry.
I'll just edit that out, don't worry.
Huh?
I'll just edit that part out.
Oh, okay. Well,
I was just saying,
sorry,
they were,
my mom's being cut.
yeah, they were focusing too much on the fact that Superman's some kind of Jesus, and and they're saying it was Superman also supposed to have an area of fun with it. This movie had no sense of fun to it. It was so just joyless.
Yeah, it was a little too serious, like too dark and gritty. Okay, yeah, I can see your point in that, I guess, but I still think it shouldn't be one of the worst. But I don't know, it's just my opinion.
Oh god, I mean, I know I'm gonna get in trouble when I put this, but I know Superman's one of my in ways I actually prefer Superman to Batman, and that's exactly the problem I think, because even though this was Zack Snyder directing, you could tell Nolan was basically the second director in this, because his touches are all over this movie, and they're so blatant. It drove me how Nolan's all over this. Is like everyone's got to talk about how this message and how brilliant he is, and everyone has to talk about in speeches about importance and messages and symbolism and all that.
Yeah, they kind of overworked it.
I mean, also the scene where Jenny, is it because it's not Jimmy Osborn anymore? It's it's the the Lois Lane's reporter sidekick. It's Is it Jenny now? It was a girl. It's a girl now instead of a guy. Where Superman flies over and she goes, "He saved us." It's not a good area to say that when you're basically in an area of the city that's been leveled, that's completely destroyed.
Well, I think they're trying to show that even in dark times that Superman saves them, and yeah, you're right. They kind of overstretch the whole Jesus thing. He's the most important thing ever. That he's the only thing that can protect them. Whatever, that he can't make mistakes.
And also then and then also there's the bloody product placement. Where he goes to he fights in an IHOP, and
don't even get me started on that.
It's on the same level as Adam Sandler's product placement. But yeah. I just hate. I honestly expect to get some really negative comments about this, but honestly, it's my opinion. If you disagree with me, that's fine. I'm not going to hold it against you at all.
Personally, it's fine if it doesn't. I mean, everyone has their opinion. I don't completely disagree with you that I had a lot of flaws, but I don't agree that it was one of the worst 10.
For me, it was because they don't get Superman when he did this, and
compared to what they're doing to him in the current comics, I'll take what I can get.
Exactly. But yeah, all of you people who are about to basically comment and telling me how wrong I am, saying this is my opinion. I'm not trying to say you should hate this movie. I'm just saying I hated this movie.
Yeah. And I'm kind of neutral about it because I love the movie. I think it was great, but at the same time, did have a lot of plot holes. So
exactly. So, but anyway, number 4. I don't expect people to disagree with me on this one.
Which
Good
one?
Day to Die Hard.
Oh my god, what a load of
Die
crap.
Hard has officially jumped the shark. This might be the last Die Hard. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the last Die Hard movie.
Hopefully.
Because they completely missed the point of what made the first Die Hard so good. Was that it wasn't like John McClane wasn't some superhero character that could take anything. He got hurt, he got injured, he was an everyman. In this one, he's falling out of buildings, jumping through glass, and he's not even scratched or injured at all.
So are they trying to make this the new Man of Steel movie or something?
I don't know, but basically what they're trying to do is do the pass of the torch thing because his son's in this movie. I honestly think what they were trying to do is have John McClane. This is the last John McClane movie, and now it's John McClane's son doing the new Die Hard movies, which by the way, but with how badly this movie went down, I very much don't expect that to happen.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, and the main villain tap dances. What?
I know. It just makes
Oh,
you want to throw your arms up and say, "What the hell's going on here?"
what did you do? What did they do? They did everything wrong in this movie.
They fucked.
I love the original Die Hard. That's the thing. I love the original Die Hard. It's one of the best action movies ever. If not the best action movie ever.
Yeah, that's just the thing though, because like when you have a movie that's so great and so original, when you try and copy like some of its greatness or try to change things so it's just as good for a money making sequel, it's not as good. Usually you can't really top the original, especially most sequels come out being crappy. But this just takes off the
Well,
deep
actually,
end.
the first three Die Hard movies I thought were pretty good. You know,
I
Die
don't
Hard 3.
know, 'cause, like I'm just saying because like once you keep trying to copy and do stuff from the original, and even if like the first couple sequels were good, when you keep trying so hard to like keep it up, it just goes downhill.
Oh god, it was so bad. It was, and like the opening chase scene in this movie. Like, how many people do you think died in that opening chase scene with them being run over by cars and stuff like that?
Ooh, I think I lost count.
Like, oh my god. Oh.
Yeah, area.
Yeah, but yeah, I honestly don't have much to say on Die Hard 4 because it's also incredibly forgettable as well. That was the thing about it. It was, a good,
You watch it, you moan for a couple days, you just forget it.
and then you just move on. It's like, what was that movie? But it was so bad. That's why I put it quite this high on this list because I loved the original Die Hard, and I mean, Man of Steel was the biggest disappointment for me of the year. I was crushed by Man of Steel, but good.
I was pretty satisfied by it. Not too much in the actual characterization, but just in general. Like I said, if it beats having none of the new 52 Batman and Superman in it, then I'll take what I can get.
Yeah, but
You know,
yeah,
then if you thought it was so bad, I don't even want to see your reaction to the sequel.
I'm actually wanting Batman versus Superman to fail. I honestly do because then it tells DC, look, we are tired with this dark, depressing shit. Marvel are the ones that do it right at the moment. Like they
True.
need to look at Marvel.
True. I mean, look how great Iron Man's doing or did.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so looking forward to Guardians of the Galaxy because I don't know much about Guardians of the Galaxy, but I hear it's a very weird comic book series, and I'm very interested in seeing because Marvel aren't people that will compromise characters to make it a more palatable, like more wider, a movie for a wider audience. They let their characters be their characters. I mean, look at Captain America. His outfit's ridiculous in the comics. I mean, come on, let's face it. His outfit in Avengers was pretty ridiculous, but they didn't try and change him.
True.
But yeah, and Good Day to Die Hard.
He was pretty damn good.
Exactly. DC need to take a good hard look at Marvel, really, but they won't do that
Well, that's
because
just the thing. That's just the thing, though. At least for comics, they're trying too hard to imitate Marvel. Marvel. They need to do their own thing for a while, really.
yeah,
But, like they're just trying to copy it and get into stuff they don't understand. They need to go back to what they were at least a little bit. I don't know. They need to clean their act up. I mean, they're ruining characters. They're pissing fans off. Shitty comics, bad shows. They're canceling good shows. Really bad movies. Really, they need to get their game together.
it's all money making at the moment for them.
Yeah, but they're not gonna keep making money if they keep going like that.
keep pissing everyone off. Yeah,
Exactly.
and
They're pissing fans off with everything. The comics, canceling shows, putting shitty shows on. What else? Treating the fan base like idiots. Oh, and let's not forget their crappy casting.
also the changing of characters that they do.
Exactly.
I am still ridiculously pissed off at what they did to Starfire, but yeah, that's for another rant.
You have no idea how pissed off I am. Like how they destroyed like Nightwing's importance in the DC universe.
Yeah. Oh, and
Oh,
now and if you look at the Forever Evil thing, everyone knows who Nightwing is now.
oh no, no! I was just about to say that they revealed to the world who he is now. So where does he go from here? Are they gonna kill him off, or watch? One of two things will happen. Well, hopefully he can keep being Nightwing. Because okay, like they didn't let him keep being Batman. Fine, but you can really why are you doing this now? Like so either he's gonna come back as some villain or anti-hero or like with a new identity, or he's gonna get killed. One of the two things is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Watch, he's probably gonna have to get a new identity.
Most likely. Maybe he'll go back to the mullet hair.
Probably. He'll probably end up being Flamebird or some shit.
Who knows?
Because he could be Red Robin from like Kingdom Come, but he can't because Tim Drake's currently
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, yeah, Good Day to Die Hard was a movie that just that it's probably going to be the last Die Hard movie, and I wouldn't be, and I'm not surprised because it was just so bad. And
At least it let us have memories of the first ones that were actually good.
yeah,